hot chicky. I'm in the basement right now because my daughters are sleeping, so I had to mix it up, brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, I'm the same way. Just still out cold. It's freaking raining, pouring.
It-
Terrible here. Is it bad by you?
Dude, it rained all night last night. You must be getting the rain that we had or something because now it's sunny.
Is
Like
it?
it's actually a nice day out. Yeah, legit.
Oh, I hope that happens here. My brother's getting in like 3 hours from
Dude, has he been driving for 3 days?
dude, he drove cross country with his dog, Brando. He got the Brando like there's like a dog seat. And he's been staying in like seedy motels, like just trying to get a few hours sleep.
Those motels, dude. It's funny you say that because I always think about those motels you're driving by and like kind of like in a shady town, and you're like,
Yeah.
is that open or closed? And then you look and there's like two cars there that are like, it looks like
Yeah.
cars that shouldn't be there, and you're like, that's a shady place right there.
Those are
That's where Rob's been staying the last 3 nights.
yeah, he stayed at one place a couple nights ago where he goes, and it was like in Oklahoma in the middle of like the plains. And he's like, I think it had an hourly rate because it was really cheap. And I was like, I'm like, yeah, this is what it is. And by the way, look at me. I finally did it. I'm wearing
Dude, you're
wearing
going to the
different.
Mets.
I mean,
Whoa.
I'm going. It says Jess gave me this one. She gets so much swag now, but she gave me this one. She's like, because it doesn't say Mets exactly. And on the back, it's like a Nathan's hot dog, Nathan's Big New York hot dog place. I can wear it backwards to games or something, but I was also half asleep when I got down here, so I just threw this hat on.
Dude, what's your family feel about Jess working for the Mets?
No, they love it. They really do. They love it.
Well, they love Jess first. It's like I always used to say. People, I remember when I was with the Red Sox and do that. Even when I was with the Yankees, people were like, "Oh man, the Yankees." And then we would like we'd go somewhere and we'd like play the Pirates. And be like, I hope the Pirates beat you tonight. And I want to be like, who do you know on the Pirates? You actually have a friend on the Yankees, or you have a friend on the Reds or the Red Sox. Who do you know on the who do you know on these teams that you're rooting against me?
That's so true. There's a great Jerry Seinfeld skit where he talks about. He goes, rooting for sports teams is stupid. And he's like, I root for sports teams. He goes, but you're rooting for laundry. You're not rooting for human beings. You're rooting for laundry, different color laundry. Which is why, like, when you Jess was rocking Yankee stuff at the when we came to see you,
Yeah,
supporting her friend who's on the team. It's like if your Jake was in high school and it's like, oh, you went to the rival high school, but what are you going to root against your son because when he's playing the rival high school? I mean,
it's
anyway.
incredible, dude. No, it's true though. But people feel that way. They have that allegiance to their teams that they're like, you actually know a person on the team that you're friends with. They're like, well, I just got to stay with you. I'm this fan. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm
okay.
going to root against you when you play against my guys. Really? Then don't show up. you know. Anyway.
Exactly.
Um,
Exactly. Oh
so
my
very
God.
slow day. Very
Hey,
slow.
Chinch, really quick before we get into a little bit of baseball talk here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know I'm a huge wrestling fan, dude, and I have to
Oh,
assume
this show. The
some of
movie.
our listeners are wrestling fans. If you haven't seen it, you got to go see the Iron Claw. It's the story of the Von Erich family.
All right.
And dude, the Von Erichs, Fritz Von Erich, Kevin Von Erich, all the guys, Kerry,
Mhm.
David, all those guys. A lot of tragedy in that family. There's also something on Vice. I don't know if you ever watched that, The Darker Side of Wrestling.
Ooh. Oh,
It's such an incredible series, and one of them is on the tragedy of the Von Erichs.
really?
But this movie with Zac Efron is in theaters, and bro, it was so good. I might be the best wrestling movie I've ever seen, but
That's
it's a
saying a
great
lot.
movie. Yeah, it's a great movie
Yeah.
in its own right. But dude, it's an incredible movie. So you should go. You and Jess should go see it,
I'll see it. Zac Efron looks like he's got that Barry Bond stuff in him, man. He is.
bro. He's jacked.
What is that?
Yo, he was 100% on the gas.
Was
No
he?
doubt.
Yeah.
There's no doubt.
Dude, a
But I
lot
mean,
of those actors.
if you're an actor and you want to get ready for a role, I'm like, dude, I'll do the gas for like 6 months. To get
Yeah,
ready for
why
a role.
not? Why not? I say that to Jess all the time. She's like, wow, that guy's big. I'm like, he's not big. He's cheating. He's a cheater. You want me to look like that? I got to go get some needles. Like, we're gonna, All right, I got to go see that.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
that's a whole other. Yeah, it is interesting to think as you get older, like They say to stay stronger. Does that help you? I mean, hey, I don't know. You know,
You never
so
know.
testosterone therapy and all that stuff. That's a little more than testosterone therapy. What Zac Efron's got going on.
Zac Efron's like was eating horse tranquilizer pills or something. Anyway.
So good.
Oh, nice. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take MLB.com's very cool list of their list, the 7 players they're most excited to watch in 2024. First one, I believe this is Sarah Langs' idea, Juan Soto. I mean, you got to be excited to watch Juan Soto this
Well, who's not excited to watch, especially in New York?
year.
Yeah, and that short porch and right. Like I said, it's not hitting home runs in New York is not that easy. It's not a. But if you can get some balls on the pull side like Juan Soto, no doubt will. It's just going to be fun to see another superstar player in that lineup right next to Judge.
No, I agree with that. The next one on their list, he's a free agent. We haven't talked about you and I have not talked about this guy at all. And it's Zac Greinke. Somebody called this guy wrote the most interesting man in baseball. He is a pretty interesting guy for sure. He's a little different. He's cut.
Dude,
cut from
I faced Zac Greinke. I faced Zac Greinke. Like I think in 08, 07, 08, I know I faced him in 07. I faced him with Tigers down the stretch. I think I got a few hits off him. But he was dude, he was like 98, 99 back then. Nasty stuff.
He had a great career. Is he a Hall of Famer?
Dude, he's a Hall of Famer. He's 100%. Dude, he's closing his 21 strikeouts away from 3,000. Would you go back? He's 21 strikeouts from 3,000. Dude, you got to go back, right? I don't know. It's such a
You think so, but again,
number.
he is a very different type of personality. But I do think I think he appreciates his place in baseball history. So just come back. What is that? Come back for 3 weeks, right? Come back for like.
The only thing was he was not punching a lot of tickets last year, dude.
You're right.
So
you're right. All right. Hey, how about this?
Except he was, dude. We went obviously with the Yankees last year. Our last game of the year was either the last game of the year or the second to last game of the year. Might have been the last game of the year. We faced Greinke. He was 1-15 and he beat us. You're like, oh boy, that's not good. That's not good.
Wait, so when you get a guy like you're the hitting coach and you're doing your hitters meeting, and Greinke hasn't struck a lot of guys out, like that's how your meeting goes. You kind of have all those numbers and you break it down like, hey, he's not going to put it past you. Like, do you put a game plan together or not really?
I think the biggest thing with Greinke was just talking about like let the ball move, like let that ball make its last move. When you have a guy like Greinke, he's not throwing that hard, but he's moving the ball. He's crisscrossing the plate. It's the only way to get guys out now. So I was big on try and get him up and make that ball make its last move because he's going to try to throw this. What makes big leaguers, bro, is that they can take the strike to ball. That's what makes guys big leaguers. Like what makes guys minor leaguers, they don't recognize that and they swing at the strike to ball because the great pitchers like John Smoltz says, I'm trying to throw balls. So a guy like Zac Greinke, especially he preyed on a lot of our younger hitters, he just would shape it as a strike, but it was really a ball. But he could make it move so late. That's what has always made him so great. He's like that's what made Maddox great. That's what made Greinke great. So our big thing against him was, man, wait, do not jump out on this guy. Do not make an aggressive move to go get him because he'll eat you up with that late movement. And no, you got to be able to take that strike to ball. That was our plan against him. Didn't work.
That's cool. That's cool insight though. All right, hey, here's a guy they picked, dude, from the Buccos. Paul Skeens, man. What's your thoughts on him?
Nah, man, this guy's going to be a superstar.
You think?
I really do, man. He's got great. I think he's got electric stuff. He's mid to upper 90s fastball, and wipeout slider.
6'6", 235.
6'6", big guy, man. Great athlete too. They say, I think his first couple of years, I think he was at Air Force before he transferred to LSU. But he raked too. He was a two-way player and like hit bombs. Like when he went to LSU, they're like, "You're just gonna pitch." He's like, "Why would I do that? I hit bombs."
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to. I think that was the right call. Yeah. With this draft. Interesting though, real quick, Chinch. You got Skeens went 1, Bill and Cruz went 2 to Washington. The best hitter might have gone either. I don't know if you can look it up, but 4 or 5. Wyatt Langford, believes his name. The guy that was out of Florida,
Okay.
right-handed hitter, outfielder, I believe, to Texas.
Oh, man, the rich get richer, you're saying?
Think so. I mean, I think Texas did a
Fourth
great job.
overall.
Yeah, 4th overall to Texas, right?
Yeah. Yep. You got it.
This kid's coming, and he's a freaking stud.
God,
So you look at this draft. Remember that name, Wyatt Langford, right?
I will.
Dude,
Absolutely.
I have a feeling this might be the best hitter in that draft class.
Wow. Oh,
Maybe
dude,
the best player.
that's good. Good nugget right there. Here's a good one because we forgot about this already. But Elly De La Cruz, man, came out like guns blazing, like looks like Deion Sanders when he's running the bases.
Yeah.
Interesting point. I'm going to ask you this. So, uh, you're his hitting coach. He had a 33.7 strikeout rate, even though he had a 55.3 ground ball rate. I don't mind that as much when he's hitting, but like, so you got him, you have him this whole offseason. What are you telling him to work on? Because you want him, he's obviously can hit bombs, but he can run so much. So
Yeah.
what should his game plan be? How should he be getting ready for the year to get even better to that super
First
duper?
off, a couple weeks ago I was at Reds Fest and he was there. I mean, this guy
Oh, yeah.
is the eye of the Queen City right now, man. They are just so excited for what he brings. Like you said, runs like Deion Sanders, hits like tough to maybe to Griffey, but I'm saying like he has that kind of power. He has that, he's a great outfielder. He can run, all that stuff. You know what? I think you can't teach experience. I think his experience this year, is going to propel him this season. His experience last year is going to propel him this season. I don't do much with him, man. I just let him continue to figure out what makes him great. He's had success all the way everywhere he's gone. And I just let him continue to figure out who he is, what his approach is, what's his process to play, every single day and be the best version of himself. One of the things I would say, make sure when you're, the guy runs so fast. I'm saying, make sure that you're, if you, I hate to say it, but like if you ground out to second, like give me 3/4 down the line. You don't need to give me a full
I
sprint.
love
Like,
hearing that.
you're just a guy that's, you're so quick twitched. Sometimes those guys, there's only so much in the tank.
Something
and I would say, pace yourself.
That's a great one. Great point. That guy throws the ball the hardest and hits the ball the hardest in baseball. It's pretty impressive. Let's do one more.
Runs the fastest.
And runs the fastest. That's awesome. All right, here's one more. Spencer Strider for the Braves.
Dude, he's only getting better, man. This guy's an absolute stud. I mean, I think he's got such a great fastball, great off-speed pitches, all the stuff that he throws. He just continues to get better. So, I got a feeling he'll be like a Verlander type guy where, you watch Verlander just continue to be, oh my gosh, there he is, Cy Young, with that kind of pitcher. So Strider's right there.
Love it. Love it. All right. We're going to stop there because the reason we are up so early. Oh, what? You got somebody else?
One more guy on that list. Nolan Jones, dude, the lefty out in Colorado, man. This kid hit a bomb against us when I was with the Yankees in left center, like tied the game in the 9th or won it. He might have walked it off in the 11th or something. Really? But this guy has a great left-handed swing, man, and he can flat out rake. So that's another name to listen for.
I'm looking for that
Jones, guy rakes, dude. 6'4", good-looking kid, leans, tall, can run.
Wow,
stud.
Nice. All right, good to know. You got some good nuggets today. We snuck in here.
Yeah, here we go.
The reason we're here so early in the morning with our smooth jazz show is you got a busy day ahead of you. You're getting out of here in momentarily. Where are you going?
Yeah, dude. I'm going to interview Jimmy Leland for MLB Network. We're doing a nice little interview on him getting into Cooperstown, and I'm going over Chartiers Country Club right now, which is here in Pittsburgh because Leland lives in Pittsburgh.
You guys gonna put some short shorts on and play some tennis together? I just picture him in short shorts playing tennis.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's so funny.
Nice. So that'll be really cool.
So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, it was I'm getting ready for the interview. So I watched the Leland documentary. MLB Network did a documentary on him a couple of years ago. And it was great. And I was on the documentary. It looks like I ate myself in that documentary. I was like, what the frick? looks like I blew myself up with helium before I did the interview.
Somebody posted like you did some sort of article or they talked about you or no, you did some interview like this was like last year and they had a picture of you from like it was like it had to be from like 2002. I'm like that doesn't even look like that anymore. Just get a new photo of the newspaper.
Yeah, do your homework. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. Well, have fun with that.
All right, Chizzy. I'll tell Jimmy you said hi.
Yeah. Smoke a heater with him. You don't smoke.
Oh, he's definitely gonna smoke. I told we were talking about, hey, his interview gonna be 2 hours ago. He can only go an hour without. He needs a heater, so quickly.
Absolutely. Remember we got him on. He's like, I got to get out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, bro. Good luck with that.
Kid, you have a great rest of the day, dude. Everyone out there, have a great day. Also, too, it's the second annual Casey Bowling Classic today.
Oh,
I'll let you know who wins.
Let's go.
We call it the Inconvenient Bowling Classic because my daughter Carla last year was like, "I'm not going." I go, "You don't have to go. We're going." She's like, "Fine, I'll go." So now we call it the Inconvenient Casey Classic Bowling.
Nice.
We have Sarah got T-shirts made up and a trophy. So we'll see who wins.
My goodness. Yeah. All right. Have fun, dude.
All right, kid. You have a great day. See you, buddy. See everybody out there. Thanks.